Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. It's April 24th, 2013. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbino. Another mixed day in Chicago today. Let's turn over to fire tip to see what happened. Corn was up 1 cent. Soybeans, the leader to the downside, down 15 3/4. Wheat in Chicago for the May contract off 5 3/4 cents. But Kansas City was up 1 3/4. You know, Logan, it was kind of a mixed day here today. Soybeans really was the leader to the downside, but corn seemed to catch a little bit of a bid.
Yeah, you know, soybeans did lose some ground here. Early in the session, we had a pretty quiet open to the day, but late in the day, we did see soybeans move lower. Really not a lot of fundamental news in my mind to push soybeans lower. If we take a look here at the May daily candlestick chart here, you can see that we're just kind of in the middle of this range here that we've really been trading for the last several months. It really looks like at this point it wouldn't be surprising if we kind of drifted lower here and took another run at 1350, which has acted as support here a number of times over the last couple months. But really right now, not a lot of fundamental news to really push this soybean market higher. It just seems like we're kind of grinding lower. Corn, a very similar situation here. We do have this very important trend line, though, shaping up on the bottom side of this corn market. You can see here, drawn off the lows printed several months ago. We were just kind of grinding lower against that, looking for direction. Not a lot to push the corn market either way here today, fundamentally. We did get the EIA ethanol numbers out, and if we take a look there, we had 852,000 barrels per day reported in weekly production. And as you can see, that was just shy of the marketing year high that we put in 2 weeks ago. So once again here, another good report for production on ethanol here on a weekly basis. And as you can see from our model here, we are expecting ethanol production to pick up here for the remainder of the marketing year. The main thing driving that is the ethanol crush margin, which we now see firmly above $2 a bushel in Iowa. Bottom line, though, we still think the USDA has overestimated corn going to ethanol by about 50 million bushels. So we'll keep you posted on that. But as we said today, another good number here for ethanol.
Yeah, it looks like corn demand is picking up a little bit from the ethanol industry. A number we're going to have to watch is the export sales number tomorrow. Right. One thing we did get for export sales over the night session from for soybean sales, we saw 116,000 metric tons sold to an unknown destination. That was for new crop once again, though, 13-14 marketing year. So we haven't really seen too much on the old crop sales, but that'll be something we'll have to look for in tomorrow's report.
Yeah, you know, we have seen a couple of new crop sale here come through for soybeans in the last couple of days, but it seems like people, you know, are still focused on getting this corn crop into the ground at the moment. We did get some numbers out from Landworth this afternoon. They made some changes to their expectations for production here for the current year. Can you kind of break down what we saw there? What's your take on it?
Yeah, the crop forecaster Landworth did update their anticipated production for this coming year. For corn, they're looking for an increase of 210 million bushels over what they previously reported, and a yield increase of 2.3 bushels per acre, so pretty substantial numbers there. For soybeans, only a slight increase by about 40 million bushels, so not a big increase for soybeans. Corn numbers are really something that we're going to have to watch. They really cited weather as being a factor of better production than what they had previously reported. Precipitation across the Midwest has been a lot better recently, you know, helping us recover from that 2012 drought.
Yeah, you know, looking at some of the drought maps, you know, we had a few on the show yesterday, but it really seems like the drought of 2012 is a long time in the past here, especially when you look out into areas of Illinois and Indiana right now. So certainly good to see that Landworth is expecting larger production there. Certainly seems like it's in the cards right now given the weather forecast. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on that here on GrainTV. Coming down the pipe tomorrow for the grain market, as you said, Brock, we are going to be getting the USDA export sales report. Expectations are for 200 to 400,000 metric tons reported sold for corn and wheat. Looking at soybeans, 250,000 to 350,000 metric tons expected to be reported there out of the numbers. And we'll be tweeting about that as it comes out on Twitter at GrainTV is where you can find us over there. In general, though, that wraps up the action here for a Wednesday in the grain market. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for the export sales report.